What the fuck you doing in there, you prick?
The Snow Killings. Inside the Oakland County Child Killer investigation. Pizzaverse Studios. A Palermo Productions documentary. Written by Bambi Palermo. Narrated by Vincent DiPrio. Detroit, Michigan. Winter. Snow covered the quiet suburbs of Oakland County, a region known for safe neighborhoods, good schools, and families who believed their children could still walk to the store without fear. But over the next 13 months, 4 children would disappear. All 4 would be found murdered, and the case would become one of the most disturbing unsolved crimes in American history. Investigators would eventually call it the Oakland County Child Killer. But to the families, it was simply the nightmare that never ended. This is the story of the Snow Killings, a safe suburb. In the mid-1970s, Oakland County was one of the most prosperous areas in Michigan. Communities like Birmingham, Royal Oak, Southfield, Berkeley were known for quiet streets and strong community ties. Parents allowed children to ride bikes, walk to stores, and visit friends after school. The idea of a child predator operating in these neighborhoods seemed impossible. Until February 1976. The first disappearance. On February 15, 1976, 12-year-old Mark Stebbins left his home in Ferndale. He was walking to a nearby 7-Eleven. A short trip. A normal errand. He never came home. 4 days later, his body was discovered in a parking lot in Southfield, Michigan. At first, investigators assumed a tragic kidnapping that had ended in murder. But the evidence told a stranger story. Mark had been held for several days. Even more disturbing, he had been washed, fed meals, redressed in clean clothing. Whoever abducted him had kept him alive before killing him. Detectives realized they were dealing with something far darker. The second child. For nearly a year, Oakland County tried to return to normal. Then, in December 1976, tragedy struck again. 12-year-old Jill Robinson disappeared from the Northland Shopping Center. Weeks later, her body was discovered. Investigators noticed the same eerie pattern. The child had been cared for before death. Clean clothing. Evidence of meals. Controlled captivity. The possibility of a serial killer was now impossible to ignore. Fear spreads. Parents across the Detroit suburbs panicked. Children were no longer allowed to walk alone. Schools issued warnings. Police increased patrols. But the killer was not finished. The Gremlin Witness. In March 1977, 11-year-old Timothy King disappeared from a drugstore in Birmingham. Witnesses reported seeing the boy speaking with a man driving a maroon AMC Gremlin. Timothy had asked the man for directions. The stranger offered him a ride. Timothy was gone. 6 days later, his body was discovered in a rural area. Again, the same pattern. The child had been kept alive for days. Fed. cleaned, and then killed. The gremlin driver became one of the most haunting clues in the entire investigation. The fourth victim. Just months earlier, 10-year-old Christine Mihalik had vanished in Berkeley, Michigan, while walking to a convenience store. Her body was found weeks later. Like the other victims, Christine had been kept alive before death. By now, investigators were certain. They were hunting a serial child killer. A massive investigation. The Oakland County case became one of the largest criminal investigations in Michigan history. Authorities conducted 30,000 interviews, investigations across multiple states, thousands of suspect leads, FBI involvement. Despite the massive effort, the killer remained unidentified. But one disturbing theory began to emerge. The North Fox Island scandal. During the investigation, detectives uncovered allegations involving North Fox Island, a remote island in Lake Michigan. Reports suggested the island had been used by wealthy individuals as part of a child exploitation network. The possibility that the Oakland County murders might be connected to a larger criminal operation shocked investigators. One suspect repeatedly surfaced during this period. Christopher Bush. Christopher Bush came from a powerful Detroit family. His father was a prominent executive. But Bush had a dark reputation. Investigators discovered potential ties to child exploitation rings and suspicious behavior around young boys. Before authorities could bring charges, Bush died in 1978. The official ruling was suicide, but many detectives believed critical answers died with him. A case that never closed. For decades, the Oakland County murders remained unsolved. New task forces reopened the investigation in later years. Advances in forensic science offered new hope. Detectives re-examined physical evidence, witness testimony, potential suspects. But despite these efforts, no one has ever been convicted. The legacy. Nearly 50 years later, the case still haunts Michigan. The families of the victims continue to search for answers. And investigators still believe someone out there knows the truth. The Oakland County Child Killer remains one of the most chilling unsolved cases in American history. Let me tell you something straight, Bambi. In the mob world, we saw plenty of bad people. But crimes against kids? That ain't just evil. That's the lowest kind of monster there is. Somebody out there knows what happened in Oakland County. And sooner or later, truth has a way of coming out. This has been Pizzaverse Studios, a Palermo Productions documentary, written by Bambi Palermo, narrated by Vincent DiPrio. If you appreciate real historical crime documentaries told with respect and depth, subscribe to the channel. Because here in the Pizzaverse, we tell the stories others won't. Thank you for watching. If you found this documentary informative, please support the channel by liking the video and subscribing for more true crime, history, and investigative storytelling. And remember, the truth always matters. Till next time. Eyewitness Police Sketch.
So this is it, I say goodbye to this chapter of my ever-changing life. And there's mistakes, the path is long, and I'm sure I'll answer for them when I'm gone. So when the day comes and the sun won't touch my face, tell the ones who cared enough that I finally left this place that's been so cold. Look in my face, all the stories it will tell I can't erase. The road is long, just one more song, a little something to remind you when I'm gone, when I'm gone. The road to hell along the way is paved with good intentions, so they say. And some believe that no good deed goes unpunished in the end, or so it seems. So when the day comes and the sun won't touch my face, tell the ones who care enough that I finally left this place that's been so cold. Look in my face, all the stories it will tell I can't erase. The road is long, just one more song, a little something to remind you when I'm gone, when I'm gone. So this is it, I say goodbye to this chapter of my ever-changing life. And there's mistakes, the path was long, and I'm sure I'll answer for them